Have you ever met Suge Knight?
I used to work for Suge Knight.
Girl.
Not like in the
I
sense
didn't
of
know
like,
that.
I was never at death row, guys. Let me make that very clear. Suge Knight had a club. So I did radio in Vegas for 5 years. So Suge Knight had a club and it was called 702. And then it was 702 and then they switched it to SRO. But he had this club and that was the club that Tupac was on their way to when he got murdered. They were
Wow.
on their way to the club. So I actually would host that club for him. So, I mean, yeah, I worked for him basically because he's the one that wrote my checks. But I would go and it was funny because when I got to the station, I think that they made me be the host because he went through the radio station, he bought airtime, and we got there. And I ended up hosting the club for 2 years for him. But they made me like, okay, you're gonna go host it. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, they only picking me because I'm from Cali and it's Death Row and Suge Knight, right? But I loved it. It was like the best time ever. And when I came back to LA and I was at K-Day, we got him for an interview. And so we were able to get him for the interview because obviously my affiliation of hosting 702 for so long. But he was super cool, like super cool. The only time it did change 3 times. So it went 702 SRO, and then I think before it got closed down,
Alex is the street gang.
yeah, no, but it was
aficionado.
702 at the time that I was there. So I was there like probably I want to say like 12 years ago. But then it shut down before I even left Vegas. So I want to say 5 years, so maybe like 15 years ago. Yeah.
In the 90s?
No, the 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah, in the 2000s. That's where I was. That's when I hosted it. So it was me and a guy named Big D, and he was the DJ, and I hosted it, and it was so cool. But it did change names over the years. And then when I came back, we had him come in, and we interviewed, and then he did drops for me. And it was funny because he was doing drops, and he was like, Cece, Seesee. And I remember I was like, that's not how you spell my name. And I remember in the middle of his drop, I was like, that's not how you spell my name. He's like, that's how I spell your name. And I was like, all right, well, that's my name today then. I'm not going to argue with you. You're Suge. So yeah, so it was actually kind of cool.
That's
yeah,
funny
he was
as
really,
hell.
yeah, it was a hood club. But it was fun. Yeah, it was fun. I liked it.
Dang,
I liked it at least.
that's
Like
crazy.
you had to go through like 3 different security. You went through like the pat down, the wand, and then the door. Remember the door you go through?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to go through like 3 different. But I was there for 2 years,